Today we're going to take a moment to look at how to create a multiplicity image using Photopea. When you go to open your files, you want to have the three images or the multiple images that you're working with, and pick one that is your base, your starting image. So I'm going to pick this one here. The rest of the pictures you are going to import and open into this file. That is called File, Open, and Place. So now that I have my base image, I'm going to open up the other images on top of that one. When I open in Place, it places it on top of the picture that I had before. So if I hide the top layer, you're going to end up seeing where it is. Now I will I'm probably going to rearrange these because this image here, I need to mask out everything that's around me where I'm at. So what I'm going to do is use the Polygonal lasso tool. I'm going to go to the navigator and zoom in so I can see a little better what I'm doing. And what I need to do is I need to cut myself out of here with this tool. I like this tool because when you're using a mouse, it doesn't require a steady hand because you're clicking points. Now, it is not a perfect tool. You're not going to get the cleanest cut, but essentially you're going to see what I'm doing here. So I'm going to cut myself out. I need to drag down here. Because all the images are the same, I only need to make sure that I'm cutting out the area that's just directly around me, because I'm the only thing that's going to be different from image to image. As soon as I connect those points, I'm going to go to my layers palette and click the mask button, and it's going to mask me. Now if I show the layer underneath it, you're going to see the other person now. Now there is some cleaning up that has to happen around the edges, but essentially I'm placed in here where I need to be. Then I'll go ahead and I'll get the other image and do the same thing. Open in Place. I'm going to find the other image. Now this image is going to be a lot easier to do because I'm completely separated from the other people. So all I have to do is grab a very big area that includes me, hit the mask button, and essentially I'm set. Essentially I've done the job. Now I do have to come in here and clean this up. So I'm going to zoom in here, and I need to clean up this edge. So to do that, I go to the layer that I'm on, and I go, instead of to the image, I go to the mask, and I use my paintbrush. Wherever you paint black into a mask, it's going to erase the layer. So I'm just sitting here and sort of erasing all of this extra. Again, it's hard to work with a mouse in this program. And if you don't have a mouse, it's even harder if you're trying to use a trackpad. So I highly recommend for this work that you get a mouse. Now, to move around, there is a shortcut for this. It's spacebar on the computer screen. So you can see when I get to an area that is that I need to move around a little bit, rather than zooming out, I just hold the space bar. It opens up a hand, and I can move around and cut out my image a little bit better, kind of fixing some of these areas, these mistakes. The nice thing about the mask layers is if you make a mistake, and let's say I accidentally erase my arm, you can simply switch to white and paint white here, and the image will come back. Now this you have to be careful of. You have to actually make sure that you are on the mask layer to do it, and not on here. If I paint white or black here, it will actually just paint white over my scene, And that's not what I want to do. So I'm going to edit, step backward, and this is good to save. Remember to always save as Photoshop files so that you have the ability to edit this later.